Hi,
Hi.
we're Doug and Yael Powell, and we live in a beautiful setting on Beaver Lake in northwest Arkansas in the Ozark Mountains, outside of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We've been married for 28 years, and we wanted to share with you a little bit about the shift to the heart, what we're going to be sharing with all of you for as long as you stay with us. And Yael is going to talk a little bit about where our information and messages come from, aside from just our working together all these years. But the basis of the message is from the Spirit and from God, and she will share that with you.
Well, where it comes from is in 1983, I was given a medical diagnosis after years of being in very intense pain of a condition called ankylosing spondylitis. Some of you might be familiar with it. Turns out it has a genetic predisposition, and both of my brothers and my sister now has it also. For me, it was very severe, as you can sort of see. So at that point, it felt to me like my whole life was crashing down around me. I could barely walk. I was in so much pain. I couldn't see how I was going to take care of myself, how my life was going to unfold. So I became truly suicidal, and I was making plans to make my exit. And one day, in desperation, I called out to the Spirit. I'd been meditating at that point for, 10 or 15 years. So I had a connection, but I was feeling very desperate and alone, and I asked for help. And that morning, when I sat to meditate, I had the most incredible experience of being lifted into a love that is truly indescribable, so intimately personal, and yet so incredibly vast and limitless. And I was given what I needed to keep going, and from that point on, I have been receiving information, guidance. I was told that morning to pick up my pen and write, and so I did my best to put words on the experience. And then, when Doug and I met, 3 years later, the first time that we sat together to meditate, it just exploded, and just page after page after page of information and light and love came pouring through. So everything that we are sharing is what we've learned directly through what we call the messages, or the messages from God. And the shift to the heart has changed everything for us. It has guided us through our marriage, through some very stormy waters at the beginning of our marriage. It has taught us how to shift out of the ego, which is the way most people relate. And if we had stayed in that way of relating to each other, we wouldn't be together now. And taught us how to live from the heart. And that has given us not only an incredible love that has taken us through many of life's storms, but also has given me the ability to continue on, to keep going in this body, and to trust that there's a reason for this. So, I think that sharing our information and the wisdom that we've gained together about making the shift to the heart, we're hoping that it will give you the ability to live your life in this deep, incredible peace that comes when you make that connection. And the heart is completely connected to that incredible love that we are all part of. So it brings you your own walk with God, with Spirit, whatever word you like to use for that, and really, really enriches your life. It teaches us all how to live in service to that love.
So we'll be uploading a number of videos and sending more things out. We have lots and lots of written material. We've published 7 books, and we have hundreds of meditations on DVD and different things that we'll offer you. And so we hope that you'll join us on this journey and learn about what shifting to the shift to the heart means, what it might mean for you, and we'll share a lot more about what it means to us.
And I have one other little thing to say. I wanted to mention that I'm aware that we talk about vibration and how like attracts like, and we mention the law of attraction, and in the same breath, we talk about my situation and the fact that I'm living in this body. And it's been my experience, even though I have done everything that I have possibly been able to make this situation shift, including law of attraction, counseling, therapy, etc. My deep understanding when I go into meditation and ask is that this condition is for a reason, and that it's something that I chose to do in service. It's a way of anchoring the spirit into the pain in the world, and that, not everything goes by what we want it to. Even the law of attraction, there's choices that we make on higher levels. But it is something that I struggle with, because of course I would love to be able to change this. So I'm still working on the law of attraction too, but we have manifested incredible, a glorious piece of heaven where we live and a wonderful life together, and this, I believe, is service. So we come to you with our hearts open and hope to share this incredible love together.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.